No translation is needed when it comes to detecting a child's fear of the water. This is a scene repeated every summer in outdoor pools throughout North Texas. A child or a parent afraid of drowning.
In Dallas and in Texas, drowning is actually the leading cause of unintentional death. We know that minorities have a disproportionate rate for drownings. And so for us to not ask new questions, not look at the communities that we need to be addressing is just unconscionable.
But always adapting its programs to meet the needs in member cities, the YMCA Urban Swim program expanded in 2010 to include 6 apartment complexes in the Vickery Meadows community in northeast Dallas.
This neighborhood was chosen because there's such a high concentration of apartment properties, and especially with many, many children here. They come from lower income families. They may not have the opportunity to go and take private swim lessons.
Over the summer, more than 300 children were taught to swim.
Just the thought that someday one of these kids will be in a situation near water, and just knowing that that may save a life. It may not be this summer, it may not be next summer, but sometime in these kids' life, they'll have to know these things that they've learned here today.
Your feet are gonna be like this. You're gonna bring them up, out, together, out, together.
Learning life-saving techniques from the Y's dedicated swim instructors, because the statistics are all too real.
As amazing as it seems, African American kids and Hispanic kids in low-income environments don't learn to swim at the same rate as white kids.
There you go.
It could be a social issue, it could be an economic issue, it could be that mom and dad never learned to swim, and so they wouldn't expose their kids to swimming environments. But because African American kids and Hispanic kids have 3 times the rate of drowning as white kids, we knew we had to do something.
Summertime is difficult in North Texas for low-income families who often cannot afford air conditioning. The pool is a welcome alternative if parents know their kids can swim and that they're safe.
This program is meeting a really basic need for families in this community. From our perspective, we're trying to educate parents and teach them that the best protection against drowning is close supervision of their children. And if parents aren't around, then we just want kids at the bare minimum to know the #1 rule is you need to learn to swim.
The kids that we surveyed when they started the program with us, 92% of them said, oh, I go to the swimming pool all the time. But when we tested the kids on a skills test that we provided, 10 different levels of skills, only 5% of the kids could swim 20 yards, which is our minimum expectation for a kid to be safe in the water alone. After the 8 sessions that we provided for these kids, nearly 3/4 of them could swim that 20 yards.
Good job. Yeah, he got it. That's good.
Since the early 20th century, swimming has been an integral part of the YMCA mission, expanded once again to reach out to a new generation of swimmers.
Yay!